Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a little different. It's a DIY project, and the project we've got is changing the 13-pin plug on the caravan. So we've been kindly allowed to come to Sudbury Caravans, Sudbury, Suffolk, to do this. So we've got plenty of space to get this done. So let's dive straight in. So there's two reasons why we're changing the plug today. The first one is its age. Now, when I picked up the caravan, which is, it's got to be over a month now, I noticed that there is a date of manufacture on the plug and it says 2012. Well, we know this is a 2013 caravan, which is making me think this is the original plug. So because of that, there could be some corrosion on the pins, so it would be worth changing for that reason alone. But we've also got problem with the alignment of the pins inside. I'm having to use the socket realignment tool every time to try and hitch up, and that's just because everything's got all knocked out inside that plug. So I think it's time for a new one. So we've got the plug apart and I've undone the little cuff there around the neck, and as you can see inside there is quite a lot of corrosion, and it's to be expected. It's been on there for quite a few years now. So before we get carried away and go and undo all these screws and take all the wires out, what we need to do is make a note of what wires are where. Now, there are lots of wiring diagrams available on the internet. You'll get one in your manual with your caravan as well. And I'm actually going to be replacing this for a maypole plug, and I've looked at the maypole wiring diagram, but I think the safest way is actually making a note of which cables, which wires are going into which socket. So as a general rule, there will be a thick white cable, and that is pin 3. In front of that, on the outer part of the plug, will be pin 12. That one's not used. So that then helps you get your bearings for 13 and 11, and then you'll get your full bearings of your plug. So I'm just going to take a few minutes to write down where all my wires are going. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I've made a note of where all my wires are. So I'm now going to take this apart, and I'm going to do it logically so that I can actually check against the list. So we're starting, I'm going to start here with pin 13, which is red and white, and that is the earth. So I'm going to undo this. Now, you don't want to take the pins all the way out because you'll lose things, lose screws. Oh dear, you can see the corrosion on the end there. Right, so 13's red and white, 12 is blue and white, so it's the here. I've got so much rust I can't even get into the screw head. This is going to take a little while. I'll be back soon. So before we start rewiring this plug, there is something really important to check, especially if you're changing brand of plug, which we have, is roughly assemble the plug, lay everything out next to each other to see if the cable is well within the grommet on the end. Now, we did ours and it was leaving cables exposed here, wires exposed here. So we are going to take down, nip off the end of each of the wires so that then when the new plug is fully assembled, all those wires are contained within that waterproofing grommet and there's no wires exposed. It's now time to rewire the plug, but remember to thread the bung, the waterproof grommet and the lower half of the plug onto the cable before you start wiring up. Now all I'm going to do is rewire in numerical order, starting with pin number 1. Okay, so number 12 is normally empty, but we have a blue and white cable, which on the wiring diagram says it could be there, it might be there. Well, we have it, so we are going to be wiring up the blue and white into 12. And then the last one is pin 13, and that is the red and white. Now when I've been putting these back in, every time I tighten the screw as tight as it will go, and then I'm just giving a little gentle pull on the cable to make sure that it's all in. And that is all of them done. I'm just going to have a look round to make sure that they're all in, and there's no copper wire showing, and they're all in nice and tight. That's our plug all rewired. Now we need to reassemble. So we take the outer casing, and inside there'll be the little grommet of plastic, and we've got to line that up with the gap in here, and that's in. Then we bring the bottom bit up that was already on the cable, and we screw that in like that, making sure that it doesn't miss the thread. Right, that's gone in nice and tight on that. And then we've got the rubber bung, if you want to call it that, and then we've got this little grommet at the bottom here. This is what's going to make it watertight, and then we just screw that on. Again, making sure it's nice and tight. And we're also checking to make sure that there's no cable, no wires, sorry, coloured wires showing from inside there, and there isn't. So now all we need to do is test it. We need to test the lights then to make sure this is all working. I'm not going to hitch up the car and caravan just in case there's an issue. We need to address it. But the handbrake is on the caravan, handbrake is on the car. So I'm just going to plug in. And then we're going to check the lights. Okay, so we are now going to check the lights to see that the plug is working. Now, this is the way we always check our lights. We add and add and add, putting the plug and socket under pressure. We're checking that the electrical load can cope with what we're asking of it. So the first thing we're going to do is start with our side lights. We then add the rear fog. We're then going to put the foot on the brake, pop the car into reverse, and then we're going to check the right indicator and the hazards. Left we're going to do in a second. Okay, I'm now going to go through the sequence again on the left. So left sequence exactly the same. Side lights on, rear fog, foot on the brake, into reverse, left indicator, and then change that for the hazards and making sure that left hazard is working. And we are there. That is all working beautifully. We're all hooked up, we're ready to go. We have checked those lights and everything is working perfectly. So that is how you rewire a 13-pin caravan plug. Few key things to remember. Always assess as you're going, making notes if necessary of where all those wires are. Compare them to a wiring diagram, but the best bet is to go with what is actually in your plug. Now, if you do need to trim, you could actually consider just trimming off all the wires and leave the ends in the old plug, and then you've got your wiring diagram in your hand for the next time. And the other key thing is make sure you check that the plug is working. So plug it into the car and check all those lights, and not just one at a time. You're adding and adding and adding, checking the electrical load that's passing between the vehicle and the caravan. So I hope that was useful. If you enjoyed the video, please click like and don't forget to click subscribe for my next video. See you soon.